The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
What this session of Parliament taught us is that after 9 years of this Prime Minister, everything is broken. 25% of Canadians are now living in poverty. 2 million lined up at food banks. 38% more people are homeless. Housing costs have doubled. It wasn't like this before this Prime Minister, and it won't be like this after he's gone. Will he put us through another year and a half of this costly hell, or will he call a carbon tax election today so we can elect a common-sense government to axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, if the Leader of the Opposition actually cared more about Canadians than he does about his own political interests, he'd be supporting the 400,000 kids we're going to help with the National School Food Program. He'd be voting in favour, instead of opposing at every turn, the dental care program that has already helped over 200,000 seniors and will now, as of next week, start helping young people and Canadians with disabilities. He'd be standing with us on expanding childcare spaces instead of campaigning against it. But, Mr. Speaker, he doesn't care about Canadians. He cares only about himself.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, these are the same promises that he's been making for 9 years. And instead of the theoretical utopia that he's promised, what Canadians are living through is hell, with tent cities popping up across the country in places they never existed, with 2 million people lined up in food banks, 1 in 10 Torontonians included in that number, in a town where right now it is impossible for almost anyone to afford a home, and there are 256 tent cities. Why won't he recognize that these are the very real consequence of his policy of wackonomics?
Wackonomics. So yeah, what he's saying is actually true. Like, I was driving from Edmonton to Calgary, and I saw a bunch of tent cities on the side of Highway 1 near Calgary, like going from Calgary to Banff. And yeah, things are just really bad in terms of what's going on right now.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as part of our plan to invest, the most ambitious housing plan this country has ever seen, to invest in supports for seniors, supports for young people, supports for Canadians with disabilities, the Conservative leader is choosing to demonstrate what everyone knows Conservative parties do, which is protect the wealthiest and let everyone else fend for themselves. While we are asking the wealthiest Canadians to pay a little bit more by raising the capital gains inclusion rate for anyone making over $250,000 in a given year on selling properties, he's standing with the wealthiest, not with the middle class and people working hard to join it.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the middle class doesn't exist after 9 years of this Prime Minister. Here are the facts. 76% of young people believe they'll never afford a home. 38% more homeless people. 256 homeless encampments in Toronto alone. 2 million people lined up at a food bank. 1 in 4 Canadians skipping meals because they can't afford the price of food. Is this what he meant when he said sunny ways for the middle class?
Well, I do agree with him in terms of what he meant here. Like, yes, the middle class is just getting squeezed to the point that it's vanishing currently. Like, either you're ultra rich or you're living under poverty. So where is the middle class nowadays? So leave comments down below in the comment section, and please also like and subscribe to our video.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we've seen throughout this session and indeed throughout his career, covering more than 19 years as a parliamentarian, that the leader of the Conservative Party is very quick to use sound bites that use Canadians, that exacerbate and exaggerate and indeed amplify the real concerns people are facing, but he is nowhere on solutions for them. He's standing against dental care, against pharmacare, against investments in the middle class and people working hard to join it, against investments to create jobs and a future for Canadians, because all he cares about is himself and his future.
So I just want to get your feedback in terms of this debate, like what is going on with their middle class currently, and what are your feedbacks in terms of that? Like we know grocery prices are going up, rentals going up, everything pretty much is going up. So what do you think is the root cause here? But in my opinion, I think the issue here is that not a lot of young people are involved in politics and whatnot. I mean, we're more concerned with the latest iPhones and the gadgets. I mean, we do more research in terms of the iPhone and the latest devices that are coming out versus like choosing our own leaders. So I think that's probably like something that we probably have to like. I mean, in my opinion, that's probably one of the root causes here. I mean, in my opinion, we should all like get involved in terms of choosing our leaders and like who we vote, right? And also like in terms of that, like I also wanted to get your feedback in terms of your opinions, like what is going on here in Canada, like what are you facing, and do you think the conservatives are right, or do you think if we have an election coming up and we choose the conservatives, um, do you think everything will be fixed, or like will it be the same thing, or just want to see what your feedbacks are. So yeah, leave your comments down below, and as well as please do subscribe for more. We have more videos coming up. Thanks. Bye.